So 50% of internet using adults between age 18 and 29 are on Instagram. So our target audience, like about half of them are on Instagram. But with Instagram, we're going to mostly focus on pleasing acquired customers already because it's a lot harder to direct people directly to Instagram on the web. So people that already know about us are most likely to follow us. So we're going to share a lot of content that is interesting to people that already know who we are and about the stuff about the company and what's going on, and just like interesting visuals about the environment and what's going on, and just facts, and encourage people to use their card. We're also going to interact with our users and please our current customers on Instagram.
Yeah, so like Brooke said, obviously Instagram is a totally visual platform. It's not really a place for excess promotional materials. It's more for already acquired users or users that have visited our website and are trying to learn more about our brand. So this is really where we want to focus on tone, brand personality, that green living, but in a fun, youthful way that attracts that 21 to 35-year-old market. It's also a place where you can promote once these Marano Pieto projects, start getting established. I know Arthur said we haven't gotten there yet, but once they start going, really going underway, this is the perfect place to promote those projects. And it makes people say, hey, I want to get involved. I want to make that impact. And you can also highlight different users every week and say this is what this user contributed to, or this user is the user of the week because they're the one that started this project. They were the last contribution we needed, that kind of thing. And I placed this ad in because I really would love that to be the motivation for the posts on Instagram. So again, that idea of secondary card positioning. Your card gets you points to travel the world. Our card keeps the world beautiful before you get there. So beautiful images of the world, and saying that it's in your hands to keep the world beautiful the way that it is.
So now we're going to talk about email. And so since Sustain Green is such a new company, we're going to have to collect emails for a mailing list, which is sometimes can be difficult to do. So the first thing that they need to do is just add a sign up for the mailing list thing on the website, because that isn't on there, and probably put it on the blog. And then they need to add the current customers to the mailing list, and also through PR events and stuff like that, you can collect other contact information. And then we're going to send out just a few emails a month, because if we send out too many emails at first and not be a well-established brand, it'll go directly to a spam box and people will just directly delete it. So once a month, we're just going to send out a personalized newsletter with just about cool, interesting green things other companies are doing, and just what's going on as a company as a whole, to keep current customers updated about us and get people that are already interested in us more. And we're also going to send out promotional emails, but these will be very sparse.
So email, again, it's a very untapped market for this brand, especially because it's a startup. And so we really wanted to just dig into what it would mean to send out these emails, especially for business to business. Because it's a small startup, you can really send direct. It's very personal in ways that other platforms are not. And you can use the data to collect what email addresses are from which location. So this is an example of if we had a Boston person, you would give them sustainable companies in the area that they could visit. So that would be part of the monthly newsletter. So it would feel more personal than just a generic email. And it's also, again, a way to contact business-to-business associates and keep it simple, keep it clean. And it's also another place to highlight the ongoing projects like you would on Instagram for Marano Pieto once they get up and running.
And so another thing we're going to have is we're going to use LinkedIn for the potential B2B opportunity, and also to just keep people updated on the company as a whole, because most companies have a LinkedIn page. We're just going to share content about what other companies are doing that agree with what we're doing and stuff like that. And then we're going to interact with other people on LinkedIn in order to get prospects for our card. So just message people that work for B2B nonprofits. We can also join discussions and talk in discussions and stuff, which will help us eventually acquire B2B customers and have a better reputation.
Okay, so our objectives for the public relations strategy in the next 6 months will be: first, increase the awareness of Sustain Green to consumers by setting up tables at 6 environmental festivals, such as Bike to Work Day, and possible festival list can be found in the plans book. Also, at the meantime, stay constant contact with consumers through Facebook, email, and the Wednesday newsletter, like Brooke and Jimmy mentioned. Second is to increase the media coverage, and also make people understanding more about the carbon offset by reaching out to the publications and sending out the brand updates and the press releases. Possible publications can be Climate Wear, Boston Go, and Coco Eco. And third is to establish a personal relationship with media, business, and influencers by reaching out to the YouTube bloggers such as Dan Brown, Philip DeFranco, and possible YouTube bloggers can be found in the plans book, also their contact information. And also by and that's it.
So with PR in mind, this is a really unique opportunity for a startup brand because they don't have a lot of consumers, and because of having no tangibles, these festivals is really the only opportunity to come face to face with consumers. And so I wanted to have kind of a creative concept for that interaction because it's a really unique interaction. So this is a campaign idea for being at those events. So to pull people over and they're interested in the brand, they come up, and you have like an iPad set up maybe, and then another iPad with an image of a carbon footprint, all full of bad carbon dioxide emissions. They come up and you say, so because this is a secondary card, you don't have to use it all the time. Maybe you just use it when you grocery shop. Maybe you just swipe it when you go out to eat. So they say, okay, I want to use it when I grocery shop. So you say, okay, how much do you spend on grocery shopping? And they give you a number, and then you put in a number of weeks, and then you see the carbon footprint slowly go down. So it's that interactive visual of people seeing the difference they're making even before they have the card, so they know immediately what kind of impact the card will have on their carbon emissions.
So now the fun part, the budget. Who doesn't love the budget? So we recommend a budget of $40 per month for advertising, specifically on social media. Now the budget for PR is lined out in the plan spec, and we're not touching upon it right now because we really want to focus on social because we think that that's absolutely mandatory. And we know that Arthur wants to keep his costs low, especially starting out. So $40 per month will give you a campaign on Twitter a campaign on LinkedIn and a campaign on Facebook, $20 each. You can create multiple ads within each campaign, and the purpose of LinkedIn and Facebook ads is to increase engagement, increase Facebook likes, increase drives to the website. So as you can see, that's a breakdown. Those two, the gift boxes and the event, that's PR, and Facebook and LinkedIn are each 20. So content marketing itself generates 3 times as many leads as traditional outbound marketing does, and it costs 62% less. So if you want to go to the next page, we can talk about return on investment. So these are data points that prove why social media works. So the first one is cost per click. Now you pay every time somebody clicks on your ad. You set the budget of $20 and you pay every time someone clicks on your ad. And if more people are clicking on your ad, especially since it's the engaging content that Jamie was talking about earlier, you're going to drive more people to the website. And you can be paying pennies for clicks to your advertisement. So that's the first one. And then engagement. So there's some metrics that show engagement. You can see how many people are liking, commenting, sharing your posts and your advertisements. The click-through rate, that is the percentage of traffic that is driven to your website. So you can see how many people are coming from social and see how well these ads are performing. And then finally, conversion rate. This is told through Google Analytics. If you set up a goal ahead of time, you can see how many people are converting and that a conversion is signing up for the card that come from social media. You can definitely measure this. So it's all measurable and it all works.
And in the end, if you guys are still with us, we wanted to position the Art of Sustain Green campaign as a secondary card, only to get out of the way of like all the primary cards and just having people come to our website, well, the Sustain Green's website, to learn more about being green and possibly signing up for the card. We want to focus on social media because it's most cost effective for our target market who's tech savvy and always on the internet, and also because we can build relationships with these media outlets, business and influencers through these online businesses, so we can build a loyalty that will also lead to being trustworthy, and we can actually have more word of mouth kind of talking of advertising, so we wouldn't have to go and paste ads everywhere just so that we can have Sustain Green ads. So, and on behalf of the agency, we
much.